I am a leader. I am a strategist. I am a scholar. And I am a destroyer. For untold thousands of years, I have walked the world in search of bloodshed, for coin, power, and the thrill of violence and cruelty. As king of Lagash, I fed the defenders of Umma to the vultures. I built a great pyramid for the god-king of Kemet. I flooded the streets of Troy with the blood of King Priam's subjects, and I razed the grand city of Hattusa, casting its kings into the rubbish heap of history. I bathed the lands east of the Indus in the blood of the Kauravas. For Assyria, I sacked Egypt and abducted its gods. I dragged the people of Israel in chains because I felt cruel, and then helped them return because I felt generous. I sat under the Bodhi trees with Prince Gautama. I exploited the internal strife of Zhao and conversed with Kongzi and his peers. I left my mark in Tenochtitlan, constructing great stone heads in my likeness, and teaching them the joy of blood sports. I filled chests of gold, selling my sword to the endlessly warring Poli of Hellas. I marched with Alexander and won great battles as his companion, and then dragged the lands he had conquered back to the reign of Chandragupta. I served Baichi, the human butcher, and witnessed him bury the hordes of Zhao alive. I sacrificed men to Jupiter to fill Rome with the resolve to resist and defeat the terrible Hannibal. I witnessed the meteoric rise of the greatest empire, sometimes as its enemy, others as its ally. I met the great warrior queens of Lac Viet. I chronicled the trials and tribulations of the three kingdoms. I saw that greatest empire fray at the seams, only to knit itself together under the golden visage of Aurelian, devotee of the indomitable sun. I saw the greatest empire enslave its own people to prolong its life, and cling to the word of God as its grasp upon the world slipped away. As a destroyer and pillager, I reminded them that no divine providence could protect them from steel and cruelty. I witnessed the kings east of the Indus impose on their subjects a divine duty, telling them that the gods had decided how they would spend their lives before they were even born. I watched the people of Zhonghua devour themselves again, leaving a permanent mark on their very soul. I tested the greatest empire's faith as I handed them their greatest defeats as the commander of the acolytes of Mecca, and watched them with interest as they overcame my challenges and came together stronger. The old lands of the greatest empire were now split in two, and I was eager to fight for both as my whims decided. I marched with conquerors like Ivar, Knut, Basil, Rurik, and Carolus Magnus. I saw Christendom and the Umma climb over mountains of bodies in search of their identities. I slew Thorfinn's companion with an arrow, driving him away from the world across the sea. I played Christendom and the Umma against each other, taking their precious relics for my collection. I traveled the eastern seas, exploring the bejeweled islands and meeting their hopeful settlers. Then, once the world had descended into enough chaos, I descended to harvest the fruits of mankind's labor, riding with Temujin and Hulegu, and trampling the world under my steeds' hooves, taking their riches and leaving them with desolation and nightmares for years to come. And I watched with glee as the greatest empire that had caused me so much grief in the past died a painful death. I helped humans build terrible weapons of iron, lead, and black powder, and watched with mild interest as these inventions brought endless death to all lands walked by men. I saw them argue over books, thrones, and ways of life, and come to lethal blows when they could not agree. I saw the kings of Iberia lay claim to the world for God and for shining gold and silver, and the empire of Nippon cloister itself in the cacophony of battle cries. Then humanity at last began to change and question tradition, question whether it was worth acceding to the demands of their long-gone ancestors. I conversed with their greatest minds, who imagined mankind becoming something much more, something more free and prosperous. And I was amazed when through that drive for freedom, the greatest empire began again. All the while, I continued to take lives, ripping out the hearts and heads of foes at Delhi, Blenheim, Poltava, Zorndorf, Fontenoy, Assaye, and Yorktown. I watched Europe be bathed in blood as a man of France they called the new Kaiser put his enemies to the sword until he and his men gave out. It had been thousands of years, and still humanity was not eager for peace. The world was ignited by revolutions, and disagreements over thought, borders, new machines, associations of merchants, and souls ended in carnage again and again. The so-called Brother of the Christ brought Zhonghua to its knees. Nippon rose to become a great empire. Great heroes fought to free slaves and serfs of their chains. The new greatest empire called America declared themselves the strongest, and the mighty powers of the West divided the lesser polities among themselves. And all the while, the eternal war between kings and priests began to give way to a new war between peasants, workers, and owners. For all my machinations and conquests across history, humanity fell out of my control, and they fell upon each other like frenzied beasts in two wars to end all wars. They killed and killed again until they could kill no more, and I killed along with them, and directed their commanders how to kill even more. And at last, I grew wary. I remembered how an ancient power had given me a mission to save humanity, or at the least forestall their destruction. But now, first I wondered, could humanity be saved? And then, I wondered if they were worth saving. For all my life, I knew nothing but bloodshed. My body is now covered in scars inside and out, and my dreams are haunted by the cries of the people I've butchered. I was addicted to violence, and now the time had come for me to withdraw. Sometimes I would relapse, fighting not as a general but as a soldier. But most of the time, I sat and waited, meditated. The powers that be ravage the planet they live on and pit the weak against each other. Rich, old men commit the vilest deeds in plain daylight. Men, women, boys, and girls grow weak, feeble, and hopeless, with no will to forestall their own destruction. You will not heed my warnings. You are too proud for that. So instead of telling you of the future, I will instead tell you of the past, of the mistakes your ancestors made so that you may not repeat them, of the worst of your predecessors so you may not become like them, but also the greatest of your heroes and the greatest triumphs of your race itself, so that maybe you can strive for greatness once again. My name is Zosimus Tarkus, and the time has come for me to lay down my arms and teach the youths of this world about the people I have met, the lessons I've learned, and the civilizations I have seen rise and fall. Welcome, creatures of all ages! Hold on, let me just turn on application audio. Yeah. It's Friday. It's my usual day to readjust from my night shift to the day shift for like 2 whole days. And I am zonked as usual. I am zonked as usual. I just got up like 20 minutes ago. But yeah, I am a tiny bit annoyed, to say the least. Okay, what? With my job and just the way I don't have a consistent schedule, but a consistent schedule that I can plan streams around. But that is actually the announcement I wanted to make. I might actually be getting a... Hold on, let me close the door. Okay. I might be getting a new job, IRL, and it will be in the daytime. Now, what was I doing again? Oh yeah. Now, I will point out that it's not entirely confirmed. I mean, I haven't got the letter yet, but supposedly, it's already been, like, informally confirmed by my supervisors, but, you know, things never actually work out the way people plan for them. You never know, but if it does work out, I really hope it does, then I will be able to set a consistent schedule every day, including a consistent sleep cycle, and my streams will probably be on Saturday and Sunday instead of Friday and Saturday. And yeah, it'll be great. Otherwise, wait. Today we are still doing a RuneScape 3, and we are doing the continuing the Dwarf quest line. Today we are doing the quest Forgettable Tales of a Drunken Dwarf. Where is it? Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf. So, for anyone who wasn't here for the stream where I did the giant dwarf, so the story so far is that came to the ancient, not the dwarven city of Keldagrim, and the dwarven city of Keldagrim used to have a king. However, eventually the king was overthrown and replaced with a consortium of guilds, of crafting and mining guilds. And my job was to repair the statue of the old king that had been destroyed, that had been accidentally destroyed, because apparently the whole thing accidentally being destroyed wasn't a big deal because they were planning to replace it anyways. So I had to rebuild the whole thing as it was, or help rebuild the whole thing as it was, but that is filled with dragon bitter. How do I... Okay, let's drain. Turn the valve. Oh, here it is. Here's the valve. So, this is Dragon Bitter. It's made from Kandorian hops, and it is honestly kind of shit. It's basically a worse strength potion, except because it also it also lowers your attack stat. However, it does heal a little, but you can also just get a strength potion to heal you by making it a strength mix with barbarian herb lore, so kind of pointless. But hey, it was an experiment. So what should I make next? Hops. How about... I forgot what wild blood hops do. Well, let's find out. Oh. As Yanillion hops, Wizard Mind Bomb. I'll do that. Forgotten how much you need of the whole thing. Oh yeah, buckets of water. Bucket. Just gonna quickly make some Yanillion hops, because that actually boosts magic, which is huge. Actually, you know what? No, actually it's not that useful, because there are magic potions. But again, the Yanillion hop also heals. I mean, my Wizard's Mind Bomb also heals, so that's nice. What the heck. What's the best brew I can make? Wizard's Mind Bomb, Axeman's Folly, Moonlight Mead, Dragon Bitter, Greenman's Ale, Wendelwick hops. Again, what do I do with Axeman's Folly, Chef Delight? Oh, I see. Slayer's Respite. It's actually level 59. All right. Okay, let's fill up the water. Okay, and barley malt. And let's add in the hops. Alright, Wizard's Mind Bomb is fermenting. Honestly, brewing for a lot of these drinks is just poor man's. What is it? Poor man's herb lore. But anyways, like I said, what we were doing, we went around making and getting getting pieces for the for the sculptor to, or his model to wear while he was sculpting. For instance, the axe of the original king, the shoes and the clothes, and then finally there was a head. We needed one of the guild's men to model it. One of the guild masters to model for it, and ultimately we were able to decide. However, the Red Axe guild was furious. Was furious and walked away in a huff that it wasn't them. And yeah, that's where the story continues. So where are we? Forgotten Tale of a Drunken Dwarf, yeah. And then after that, apparently, is the Between a Rock quest. I think. Commander Veldevan. Of course I have. You mean half the world has suddenly become a farmer? They've left the city. So what happens now? Well, I may require your services again. Are you interested in hearing more? Sounds good to me. The other directors of the consortium don't think so and are likely to expel the Red Axe completely anyways. So where would you like me to go? I don't know. Seems like a little difficult for a tall green guy, and I'm not talking about, you know, my green skin, I'm talking about my green armor, to infiltrate a dwarven guild, but, you know, I digress. You're the boss. There's a dwarf all the way to the northeast in Kelgrimis. He talks about kebabs a lot. Smashed glasses, wrecked house, poor personal hygiene standards. Sounds like me. No, it's not like me, I don't drink. But he seems to know about something about the Red Axe for some odd reason. He speaks of them sometimes in one of his many rants. But if he does and don't know something about the Red Axe or where the Red headquarters may be, we need to find out. No, I tend to say stay away from drunken dwarves. No, no, I find myself quite attracted to drunken dwarves, and not in that way. I mean, the best kind of dwarves are drunken dwarves. In fact, what kind of a dwarf, huh? Yeah, there is the giant dwarf. Now, where is that drunken dwarf? Lava flow miner, table, cabinet, bar, something. Barmaid, I think. Drunken dwarf. Okay, I don't think... Oh, okay. Hello there, are you alright? Of course. Why shouldn't I be? Haven't I seen you somewhere before? I've been here for years. I was looking for after this house for my cousin, or was it my brother or family member anyway? So where is this family member of yours? He went to wander all over Gielinor. Don't remember why. I may have met him. He comes back sometimes, says he needs more kebabs. Right, RuneScape dwarves like kebabs, apparently. I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous RuneScape stream, but kebabs are a derpy food. They heal a random amount, and sometimes there are these good kebabs that heal an enormous amount. However, sometimes they're also there's a small chance it'll be a bad kebab that sickens you. Otherwise, you can't actually buy kebabs in bulk. You have to constantly ask to buy one at a time. And you can't actually make... No, you can actually make... You can make umli wraps. Kebabs invade Keldu something. And when you eat them, they take over your mind to an army of mindless kebab-eating dwarves. The kebabs will come for you! I didn't know this dwarf was Greek. He lives in northeast of Keldagrim. Are you the drunken dwarf? No, you're the smoking dwarf. Is there stairs? Are you like... Let me talk to this guy again. I need to know about the red axe. The red axe will come for you! Are the red axe kebabs? Red kebabs? With axes? Whatever is what you wanted to know. Okay, let's get him a beer. And let's also get him a kebab. Get a kebab. Oh. No, I don't want stew. I want a kebab. Hi, it's like Harui says, I don't know, I just thought of what Harui says in the show with the computers. Hi, everyone! I've come here for a computer and all the accessories that go with it! Apparently, I mean, when the good stuff is not just a beer, good stuff is also a kebab. I want some of the really good stuff. And now gold, Kelda Stout, Ash Blues the River, Ash Strong Ashes, Old Donda Dakan's Rock, Ash. Where do I get the other seeds then? Well, this is annoying. So I need to actually grow something? Okay, I guess I won't be completing this quest after all. I'll you know what I'll do? I'll do Dwarf Cannon. I'll do the Dwarf Cannon quest for now. Okay. Different drunken dwarves. Okay, can I have any hint at all of where the other dwarves are? Okay. Where are the other dwarves? Maybe I'll ask the blackguard guy. I swear, I hope this isn't one of those quests where I just have to wander around looking for random dwarves everywhere. I guess I might as well look for taverns. Let's see. Uh, God damn. You should speak to Veldeman if you need something. That's... Oh, wait, no, 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 no! This is so stupid. Okay, so let's... visit different drunken dwarves. You know what? Let's go visit some tavern. Because I'd assume that's where they are. You know, but first, let's visit the kebab shop. Because, you know, apparently dwarves like kebabs for some reason. Okay. No, that's a man, not a kebab person. Where are the kebabs? There's a range. I swear this quest is overwhelming. I mean, not quest overwhelming, but it seems a little bit excessive, so I am going to... Wait, where's the kebab man? I think he's in this building. Alright. Alright, let's go to the Blue Moon Inn in Varrock. Apparently there are a bunch of drunk people there. Drunken dwarves, drunken dwarves. Okay, there is no one here. That's not good. Let's try Falador. Come on, give me something. Anything. Oh my god, are you... Okay, maybe upstairs? Okay, maybe the White Mountain Dwarf Mine? No, 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 I remember where one of them is. Fishing contest. Forgot. Maybe he'll give me a hint. Okay. Okay, Korvac, Dwarven Engineer. Okay, this is the guy. All right. Seems like just everyone else has. Funny guy. I mean, I'm a funny guy because that's me. That's all me. You know, I can just... I can really just attack and kill every dwarf in this area. I can just mug you. You're probably too drunk to understand what mug means. You're probably too drunk. You assume I can mug means giving you a mug of booze. Dwarven Stout, here. You want it or not? I'm not asking you again. This is annoying. Okay, let's go to White Mountain. I mean, not White Mountain, Ice Mountain. I presume the other dwarves will be there. The other drunken dwarf will be there, or like one of them. I don't. So yeah, I really don't know what these people are thinking, but again, presumably they're thinking I'll just visit the other places with dwarves, which means after this I will visit the dwarf cannon area, which I was going to do the quest there anyways. Drunken dwarves, drunken dwarves. This is a big place, so might as well look around. I remember buying a crossbow here. Lots of dwarves that can just be freely killed. He runs a pickaxe store. Okay. I'm eventually gonna need to buy a rune pickaxe. Hammer spike, stout beard. Can I pick this lock? I don't know, I'm feeling a bit cheeky. Up. Alright. Can't just take things under the watchful eye of Dowie. Okay, need to look for a drunken dwarf. He wants to... No, he's not drunk. He wants to buy my junk, not my drunk. Ah, general store. Let's see... Hammer spikes, handout, boot, scorpions. Is there something I'm missing? I mean, it's a hangout, so there should be a drunken dwarf hanging out. You looking at me? I don't see no one else here. Can I pick this lock? Okay. Boot? Hello, traveler. What's going on back there? Just taking a break. The section of the mine was stripped before long ago. You aren't talking in a way that... Hoorah! Silver crossbow parts. Let's see... Nurmoth. Need to look for someone who's walking in a very special way. Where are... Are you in? What about the burial place? No. This probably doesn't seem to be like a place for useless dwarves, uselessly drunk people. Okay, where else can I find dwarves? Gruber's Wood. Coal trucks. Dwarf cannon. Alright, well, like I said, I was gonna do this anyways. So, let's go. Let's see, Dwarf Cannon. Keep your eyes out for goblins. Probably can't keep your eyes out for goblins when you're drunk. Alright, don't mind me just looking around for drunk people. Seems kind of weird, but Stankers, he's in control of the coal trucks. Okay. Well, might as well start this quest. The cavalry has arrived. There are horses in this game? No. The joke, the joke often is that there are actually no horses in RuneScape. Horses are referred to as mythical unicorns without horns. Honorary member of the Blackguard. In need of a hero. Fix the stockade by repairing the broken walls with these. Alright, seems easy enough. The wall is damaged and... I mean, that's... Ah, alright. So what, do I just need to do odd jobs? Also... What? Is that part of the story? Am I predestined to wear my arm out? And my back? Oh. I cut myself on that edge. I have a, need to have a talk with Malone. No. I don't know what edge exactly means. I mean, does it actually mean, like, dark and, I don't know, moody and like... and gore enthusiast, or just means like edge of social norms. I mean, that's what I think. The love, if you take it literally. What? So like, does this? Ah. I'll have you jailed for desertion. Good one. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hit me in the knee? That's a, that's not a good joke. You could very much do that. Kneecap me. Commission? Shen, I thought I was part of the Blackguard. I was part of the regiment. I'm not a furry artist. Gilob. Is that the... Oh, that's a lot of blood. Are you sure this is the T-rated game? Yeah, I think it is. Glob was my... Oh, sorry, Gilob. Not Glob. Okay, from the southeast. Basically, alright, there's... Where do I... Where are the goblins? No, not moss giants, goblins. Where will the goblins be hiding? Maybe in like a cave around here? Can I like threaten them to show me their location? No, probably not. Probably not. They're too stupid to respond to threats. Is it under this cart? Let's see. Southeast, southeast. These trees are getting in the way. Maybe I should just cut them down. No, they won't be in under Galariel's tombstone. The goblin base southeast of the camp. It's going to be a hole somewhere. It wouldn't be in the... What was this? A fishing guild? Okay. Goblins. Ghosts and goblins. Would be under the... okay. Hi, Raimundo! Sorry, just focused on more goblins. I don't know, I seem to have a fascination with goblins right now, or rather, I keep running into them. There's a picnic benches. Would there be goblins here? Okay, so basically in RuneScape, I'm doing this quest called Dwarf Cannon, where I'm just basically doing odd jobs for the Dwarf Blackguard, the Dwarf Army. And I am looking for the the goblin hideout. Southeast. Find the goblin base southeast of the camp. Okay, what if it's not here? What if it's to the southeast of the... Let me just rest. What if it's not here? What if it's to the southeast of the fishing guild? Ah, there are some more goblins, so yes, I was right. And I'm guessing this is their hideout. No, there's bats. Oh, there they are. Halt, intruder. I guess that must be the place. Now I need to find the dwarf child, Lok. Damn, I've only played the OG RuneScape way back in the day when I didn't have a PC and I had to go to a computer cafe to play games. Ah, that can get expensive, I know. Black Mushroom seems like a Chekhov's gun. Yeah, internet cafes can be very, what is it? Can get very expensive, especially if you do it very often. Go away, human! Go away, human. I'm not a human, I'm a goblin. See, I'm green. Let's explore some more. There are corpses, but they don't look like dwarf corpses. Dwarfses. Huh? What's this? The expression is very incredibly lifelike. Okay, maybe it would the statue of the girl would like a dwarven stout. All right. Dungeon rat. More skeletons. Goblin. Once again, black mushrooms. What do I do with the black mushrooms? Okay, there are a lot of boxes. I guess we'll just search them all. Oh, a chicken? Oh, an egg. Are you the are you the dwarf child transmuted? Okay, so there is stuff in these crates. Okay, the crate contains a rat. A spider and a chicken. A chicken that wants to attack, that wants to fight. All right. And a tiny spider that wants to fight. I'm gonna be real. In real life, if a spider of that size attacked me, I would run. I do not want to. I am a tiny bit arachnophobic. I would not try to step on it at the risk of. Oh, found him. Thank heavens you saved me. Oh, now that's edgy. I would twist my head around if I saw that spider IRL. Ain't no way. I mean, climb over a mud pile. So, I don't know if I don't know if army brats are all dressed like that. I mean, I know Tiberius has 2 kids. I don't know if they're eventually going to get into the habit of dressing like they have something to say. Okay. This is actually, this whole quest is sort of a detour, because these real goblins really don't give a shit if you walk around and shit. I mean, what else are they gonna do? Dude. Oh, dude, try to come and give me a talking to? Because, you know, I don't think most goblins are even strong enough to even penetrate my armor at this point. When the goblins attacked us, and some of them managed to slip past my guards and sabotage my cannon. I don't have anyone who understands how it works. So yeah, this is like the one gunpowder weapon in the entire game, the dwarf multi-cannon, which you can just like set up on the ground and do like ass tons of range damage to enemies. Oh, that's it? Alright, so on every moving part. Okay. Who wins, Mike Tyson or 20 infants? The winner is Jake Paul. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And that's it. I seem to have underestimated you, Trooper. South of the Ice Mountain. Nulodion, the dwarf cannon engineer. By the way, I know all these goblins are wandering around, but there actually are orcs in this game. However, they live in Zenaris, the fairyland, and they're like the, I don't know, they're the evil fey creatures. They're the servants of the main villain of those quests, who, I kid you not, it's called the Fairy Godfather. Yeah, that's the main villain of the fairy tale quest, the Fairy Godfather. Nulodion. Don't be silly, the ammo is made... Huh, kinda looks like a... I don't know, kind of looks like a cookie tin. I wonder, can I make ammo-shaped cookies? My guess is no, that's not true. After this, the quest didn't say that one of the requirements was actually making the cannonballs. It's probably just this is probably going to be it. I don't know, thank you. You could just give me a cannon. Permission to purchase and use a dwarf multi-cannon. Able to smith cannonballs. Able to add the ammo mold to your tool belt. Oh! Level 40! Which means I can go to the crafting guild. Anyways, we are still looking for those drunken dwarves. So... I think I saw one of them in the gnome stronghold. What's the agility I would need to climb over this? Ah, not for a while then. I think overall, in general, I think it's safe to say that in general, the dwarves will be where alcohol is. So I just need to keep looking in those places. Because, you know, the whole idea of meeting one of those drunken dwarves is to buy them a drink and then they'll give you the seed. That sounds dirty. I think this might actually be the only place in the entire game where you can kill children. Like, you can kill gnome children. Alright. Blurberry. Is there a drunken dwarf around Blurberry? No, just gnomes. Okay. While I'm at it, I do need some gnomes, some giando and some gnome spices, so might as well pick some of those up. Why are there 2 bank booths near here? What else can we get? Oh, spiders! Spider and shaft, spider and stick. No, I need raw spider. I can use that for, what is it? Summoning. Milk, cream, chocolate, dust. Yeah, I could use that. Okay, so in general, there's going to be in... Let's try Yanil. There's some magical booze there. There is no drunken dwarf here, just a drunken guy. Okay, well, where are the other bars around here? So there's... nothing here. Okay, looking for bars. Shops, trading. Pub, bar. Fight arena? Alright, might as well look up there. Alright, I'm going to look in every bar in the game. Because I do not, because I don't want to use a guide. I want to see if I can do this. And if I still don't find any drunken dwarf, all the drunken dwarves, then I'm going to use a guide. My patience is not infinite. Oh, Runite. In old school RuneScape, these are really hard to find. Hog's Heads, Khazard Guard. Okay, let's check out. Artgorn. Come on, drunken dwarf. Ah, guess not. Memorial to Guthix, Piscatoris, Fishing Colony, Relica. Ah, guess not. Cedars Village. No, okay, there's a bar in Cedars Village. Oh, she's cute. Drunken dwarf, give me something. Drunken dwarf. There's something upstairs. Why are they all dressed the same way? Are they sisters? No? Okay, how about Birthorpe? No, how about the Rogue's Den? No good. Alright, where have I not looked? Barbarian Village, maybe? Lucky the Delivery Dwarf. You know, might as well buy one of those cannons. $750,000 coins. I can actually get that much, but I need to do more quests. What is it? Because, you know, for every quest, for every 25 quest points you get, you basically get 250k gold, and it seems like a good investment. Dragon Machine, alright. Alright. Let's visit the Barbarian Village. Nope. Okay, are there any other taverns I have missed? Again, I think there was somebody drunk in Mauritania, in Canopus. I mean, the problem with that is that... boy, I'm stuck. No, there's no way he would be in Port Phasmatis. Or Bergederot. Lumbridge Swamp. Trainer Village. The Crafting Guild. No, I do not feel like going through all of this. I'm gonna use Guide. Okay. Are you shitting me? They're all in Keldagrim. They're all in that one city. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Jagex, why are you doing this to me? You said he was traveling the world. So they were traveling the world, so I assumed they were out in the world, not holing away underground. Okay, so there's a rowdy dwarf. Oh, there he is, alright. How am I talking to him? He's literally walking away from me. Get me a fake beard. Okay, how do I... Alright, I will... Let's see if this lady can make me a fake beard. What does this guy sell? Silver, crossbow parts, gems, bread. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll just keep looking around. The dwarf doesn't seem to be very well off. Can you make me a fake beard? Very funny human. Okay. get a fake beard? Arm guards. Alright, well, can you make me a fake beard? Alright, I guess I'm just gonna... Again, I'm not going to... This is it. Okay. Where do I get a fake beard? Well, first of all, let's look for the other dwarf. Okay, you are not drunk enough. Do you anything know about Kelda Stout? This is a high-class establishment. Okay, I'll... Okay, we got another seed. Where do I get a fake beard? Obviously not the stonemason. Do you sell fake beards? Charcoal, gloves, rope. Orange flame. You know, I'm gonna go talk to that guy again. I really don't know where to look. Okay, that I can actually, I actually know where to get. Um, I need to get it from the toy stall in Draenor. Huh? There we go. Alright. Hoofing it back to, or wheeling it back to Keldagrim. Rowdy Dwarf. Nah, I'm just kidding. Here, have the seed. You won't catch me farming in some dirt patch anyways. Alright, well, nothing else to do other than plant the seed. Which means that I'm probably not going to be able to finish the quest today. Because first of all, I have to plant the seed, and second of all, I have to brew it. I have to brew the hops, which means I would prefer to wait for my Wizard's Mind Bombs to finish. Alright, let's go to the hops patch. Oh, never mind. They can only be grown underground. Okay, in the meantime, here's what we're going to do. We are going to go to Entrana to craft some beer glasses. Seaweed. And then let's get some buckets. Buckets of sand. For some reason, there's only like a few places in the entire map where you can, I kid you not, collect sand. You can't collect it from a beach. You can only collect it from... You can only collect it from, like, a few special pits. One of which happens to be on a island of monks. Alright, let's make some soda ash. Okay, anyways, let's look. What are the quests I need to complete the Red Axe quest series? Perils of Ice Mountain, The Giant Dwarf, Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf, Between a Rock. I need 40 mining and 50 smithing, almost. I also need to complete the Perils of Ice Mountain. I will do that after I am done planting the seeds. Beer glasses, I need those. Seed. I also probably need compost for this. And my watering can. So yeah, let's hoof it back to Keldgrim, plant the seed, and then start doing the Perils of Ice Mountain. Speaking of Mike Tyson, I still haven't watched the Street Fighter trailer. Like, I was just thinking about it because, you know, M. Bison, or Mike Bison as Balrog was originally called. Hoofing it back to Keldegrim. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna actually watch the trailer because I'll see if people think it's good, then I'll watch it without the trailer, just let it surprise me. Kelda hops. It ain't easy, but it's honest work, huh? Doesn't need compost, alright. Oh, alright. Probably should have asked him permission to rake, to rind the gardener. Anything else I need to know? Just take care of the weed in the plants, then plant your seeds. Okay, let's do the Perils of Ice Mountain now. Talk to Laki on the road south of Ice Mountain. Laki the Delivery Dwarf. I have to get them all to Jorkar's power station. He'll kill me. I can help you find the crate. Don't ask me why I'm helping you. I'm helping you. It's something to. It's something to do with. It concerns many dwarves, perhaps all of dwarven kind. Okay, so guess we just need to find a crate. The road north of Falador. Maybe it's in one of these bushes. Oh, that's it? Alright. Jorkar and the Ice Mountain Power Station. It wasn't his fault. Of course it was his fault. I mean... A large egg from the crane carries it to the other room of the power station. Another bleeding heart human hero thinks he can tell me what I do again. Dragon stomachs are some of the most efficient heat production systems in the world. Normally, only adult dragons breathe fire, but if the young dragons are... Yeesh. You know what, I'm not going to complain. Factory farming in general is pretty cruel. Brother Bordis, and of course, you can just randomly kill these. Oh, there's a... Oh, Dwarf Monk, alright. I don't know, I just find that really funny. He just reads the letter and immediately breaks his vow because something just pisses him off so much. Lasano sent me his letter taunting you, that filthy little Bordis language. Look at what it is. My coal-powered dragon station is now running at full capacity. You said this can never be done, but I have proved to be the better dwarf. Once my Boros achieved true peace and serenity... The red roses were important from a cold northern island. It's already warmer than they used to. Now it's getting hot. They're too much for them. Okay, I have some compost right here. Oh, that good thing I didn't. That was convenient. The sky had a baby. A very small baby. A baby. No, all babies are small. Kind of Pokemon-like music. Where did the gnome go? Here. Oh, here he is. Hold still. Too odd dying. Spirit tree. A spirit tree told you to. A talking tree told you to catch. No, to catch Ice Stevens, you know that sounds reasonable. Oh, I see, it's conservation. The Ice Fiends are endangered. Protect the Ice Fiends, Ice Fiends because they're an important part of the ecosystem. Honestly, that's pretty based. Is this whole thing an allegory for climate change? Oh, I need a net, alright. Let me just get my... Oh, I have one right here. Alright, let's catch up. Now think of it, I've killed quite a few of these things as part of a Slayer mission. I guess I'm making up for my previous misdeeds. Probably shouldn't tell him that though. Oh, avalanche. Centered around the northern side of the mountain. Some avalanche. Okay. Explore Ice Mountain to see if anything was damaged. Hello. Terrible and Oracle. In the future language. Okay, where is the bottom of the... I remember how in the early days of RuneScape, almost every woman, like random women everywhere, bare their midriff. You know, they either bare their midriff or they had like this thin strip of cloth no, or they had this thin strip of cloth covering their belly button. So wicked fashionable, but I thought it was awesome because I'm horny, like, perpetually. But tent. Looking for a tent. Oh, there it is. Kind of well camouflaged. Prepare it with 2 wooden planks and 2 nails. Okay, we can get some planks from Fort Khazard. Hold on, I'm just going to quickly... Good old-fashioned dungeon synth. That's one of the reasons I like the game so much. It's nostalgia, I guess, but I do like dungeon synth. There we go, planks. Stretch! Okay. Alright, let's make some nails. Oh, we need to specifically rebuild it at her place, alright. Now I think that I have just been doing odd jobs for this quest. Like, I know that the main goal is to the ultimate end goal is to do something about the very localized climate change of the power plant, but otherwise. Oh no no. The snow, where is the snow gone? It's right here. It's going on in the future. There's no ice in the ice mountains or other ice mountains. I am mostly underwater, but I melt. I split. And the sea gets hotter because the ice is gone. The ice reflects, I'm a sunbeam. Yep, that's climate change. That's albedo. Basically when snow melts, when snow melts, it reflects sunlight, causing the Earth to warm up even more. My feathers extinguished, island gone beneath the waves. Monks and priests must find a home. Is Varrock a desert? I get it. Desert stretches from Varrock's to Lumbridge. Crops die. People fight over last food. Has this happened already? It's a natural process how we can change it. No, it's obviously... I'm not stupid. All right. Okay, there is a man here. Not sure what he's doing here. I mean, then again, what am I doing here? But I'm not a man. I'm a green. I am a four-armed alien. I gave your letter to Brother Bordis. Good, about time. He said it shouldn't be built. It's making the ice being seen. The Oracle predicted it would cause the end of civilization. The Oracle? Yeah, she talked about icebergs melting, Intrana being flooded, and Varrock turning into a desert. The idea that the emissions from a station like this could affect the world's temperatures are plain unfounded. These so-called oracles just... Oh my god, this is so... As Mori Calliope says, this is so unserious. I'm paid by the people who designed this power station, so you know I'm impartial. I say this power station can't be the... Talk to, what's his name, Nermoth. You got to shut down the power station. It's alright. First the monk's flowers died, then the ice fiend started melting, and then avalanche loon. Bordis thought this would happen. Never presented to me though. I set a date for... Let me guess, it's solar powered. The consortium have doubled the price of dragon eggs, but I have to keep buying them. The miners will start going to Keldegrim to buy the inferior pickaxes from Tati. It takes a dwarf to appreciate the difference. I create my pickaxes. Alright, I'll go talk to Brother Bordis. Oh. Alright, well, that's pretty obvious. I need to pickpocket the guy. Okay, have the key. Drogo's mining shop. So is the moral of the story is a story if the oil barons won't stop heating up the planet, steal from the oil barons? Drogo's mining shop. Where is that? The Dwarven mine near Drogo's mining shop. Oh, is that it? Okay, that's not the correct one. Is that it? Give them to Nurmoth. Alright, let's see what you can do. Okay, I'm betting it's solar powered. No, it's wind powered. That's even worse. That's even more unserious. No, wind power is I don't know. Clean energy needs a mix of sources. My power station was staving off. Permission to use the power station ladder to access minecarts and Nurmoth. Brother Bordis will attach sigils to Blessed Spirit shields for a price. I don't know what any of that stuff is. I still haven't actually started any construction work, like building a house. Secret tunnel. secret tunnel, secret tunnel. Okay. Okay, I'm going to end the stream here. I'm going to just wait for my my wizard's mind bomb to finish brewing, and then I'm going to brew that what is it, Kelda stout, and finish the and after I start that, I will probably do another stream to start working on finishing Forgettable Tales, and then finish start Between a Rock. So I will see you guys later. I mean, I can't raid right now. Who's streaming right now? Let me see. Is Batshark streaming? Yes, they are. Right. Batshark is streaming right now. For context, Batshark is Tyberos and Lilila. They are a husband and wife duo. I think they're pretty good, so check them out. Otherwise, thanks for coming, and expect more to come.